Welcome back to the Forensics Detailing channel. Forgive the gorilla edit. Looking forward to unboxing this because this is an order from the legend that is Imran from Into Detailing. And this, I think, it's just, I'm 100% sure because it's got my registration company name there, Donkey Nuts Detailing, when I signed up with Into Detailing. So if anything comes with Donkey Nuts Detailing, it's from Imran. And I know what this is. This is an order. It's a big order. It's got loads of cool stuff in here. Well, let's bring you in. Let's bring you in. Switching, it's going to tighten the zoom in. Ready? Zip. But then the quality will improve. It won't be so washed out. So look at that. It's giving me a couple of free air fresheners. One of those is going straight in the car, actually. And it feels like there's something in there. No, it's just my imagination. So I've bought 5 more litres of Surfex. I go through this stuff, so that's just great. Oh, there's definitely something in there. I think I need to be careful. I swear there's something in there. There's definitely something in this one. Right. What is this? What is this? Strange wizardry. Then we got another one here. This gives you a clue about as to what we're doing here. Am I recording? Yeah, I am. Yeah. What else have we got in here? This stuff. Camera looks amazing. Yeah, just really want to try this. Cut and finish. I'm interested. High gloss polish with sealant, not wax. Simultaneous sealing effect. So is this different to P301 because it's got sealant rather than wax? The wax, come with me, It just hold this right away because I know I'm really zoomed in. The wax in this product here, just get this out, sorry. It's not especially a durable product. It's not especially hydrophobic. When you polish your car and even when you degrease, you still packed all the paint with all that polishing oils and stuff like that. And it's hard to really notice the protection in this product. It's still an amazing product. But from a protection point of view, I guess it's not amazing. So is this better? Is this sealant in here more noticeable, more hydrophobic, lasts longer? The problem is, if it is better, then you'd want that sealant in this one rather than the wax, maybe. I don't know. Just thinking out loud, but like I'm happy with that Koch product. You know, the P3. But they should perhaps align them. Why does one in the P range have a wax and one have a sealant? I might ask them actually, just see what their plans are with that. Right, what else is going on? Auto wash, brilliant. Yeah, I need to top up that because we're running very low. If you can see that over there. This one, Carbon Collective. Look at that. Can't wait to get that one out of the box. And then I think this is Imran's. I think it's called Dr. Dirt or something. No, not Dr. Dirt. I can't remember what it's called. It's called like Fat Body or something. Fat Body. Named it after me. I think it's called Fat Boy Lawrence or something like that because it's got a big flask. Right, now let's go and have a look at this. Camera work's going to be all over the place, isn't it? Let's start. Let's go down here. That's it. All right, that's it. Let's have a look at this thing here. So, okay, so I'm just looking at this thing. Could have a longer nipple on it, that. I wonder if that's going to pull off. That's good. This feels very good. This feels very good. Very good. Bigger than I thought it would be. Bigger than it looks in the pictures. So that's going to alter your rake. Look at that. That's very good, that is. So you can do a different pattern. Yeah, I mean, that feels really nice quality, that does. I think it's just under 50 quid, something like that. So it's not a cheap lance. It does stand up, but it only just. We'll talk all about these properly when we get our review going. That does want to fall over. That's going to be annoying. That is. Right. Let's put them up here. Let's go wide. Let's go wide. Get these out of the way. That's better. I should have done this way in the first place. Right. This one. I got high hopes for this, because this one here. Bigger nipple, which is good, so that's never going to come off. Not that it's going to come off on the other one, but filter on it. No filter on this. This is I believe a Chinese-made lance, but it's got a wide neck, so you can tip chemicals into it. It's got a wider base. It's unusual finish on it. It's like got a shadow chrome on it. It's been shadow chromed. Is that brass that's been shadow chromed or something? What's going on with that? Interesting. That's the only time I've seen like a finish on there. Some sort of finish, like a tinted lacquer. Thread feels a bit weird. That thread doesn't feel like it wants to go on. That thread is not good. Whoa, 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 whoa. Something with the thread doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right. So it's slightly skewed. There is no way of getting that in. That's off. Have we got a matching thread to the bottle, to the flask? Something doesn't feel quite right there. I'm just... Right, there's the bit where it goes in. There we go, there we go. That's in. You just need to be careful with this. I hope that's not going to be a problem every time I use it. And it's got a nice sticker on there. That flask is lovely. I love that flask. It's more stable. Yes, it can still top. Can you adjust? Yes, you can. So I should hopefully be able to loosen that. Just that. What I want to do is align that with those spikes so that you're going to get less chance of topple. You can still get topple though, can't you? Yeah, that's okay. That's better though. I could put that down. I wouldn't be overly fussed. That one definitely wants to go. Right, let's have a look at some of these other ones. Walkie dokie. This is good. MJJC, Chinese made, but I think they make this. get different, oh, you got a different orifice in here, I think. Let's have a look. If that comes with a different orifice, that's really, really good. Videos on how to use, directions, fill the blue bottle with assembly adapter. I can't bother to read that. It's got an orifice already in there, so it would be nice if they explained about the orifices somewhere. Maybe they do. Don't jump the gun. Don't jump the gun. Here we go. Instructions. Here we go. Inlet. What is this one? Because the camera's rolling, I'm rushing a little bit in my head. You've got 2 spare filters in there. Then a foam filter. I don't know quite what that's for. It's alternate orifice. I don't know what these red things are for either. And a dangly. So the pipe has a weight on it. I hope that doesn't twang around and rattle too much, because that drives me bonkers. I suppose you could just cut the ball off it. Right, just bear with me. This is a raw video. Oh, here we go. Spare parts: 1.1 orifice nozzle, 1 stainless steel mesh, 1.35 orifice nozzle. Only available on model Max. What model have I got here? Pro. Right, so I don't get the 1.35. So the Pro comes with a 1.25 millimeter orifice, and I can upgrade that to a 1.1 orifice. Fill bottle yet. It's giving you fill bottle with 900 ml of water followed by 100 ml of car wash detergent. Well, it depends on the ratio, doesn't it? You don't want to tell people what ratios it is, because that varies. Assemble the adapter tubes, foam can and body. Adapter. What's the adapter? Oh, okay, yeah. So they've got the quick release adapter. What's that for? God, shouldn't this just come with a quick release adapter? Oh, I see, okay. Well, that's quite good, actually. So if you ever want to change your nozzle, you don't have to get all the spanners out. You just screw that on. That's pretty cool. It's pretty clever, because no one's going to want to go and bust out all the spanners, are they? These red things seem to be these things in here, whatever they are. Rubbery things. Love that you get spare filters. Am I right in saying there's no spare filters in here? Nothing. And I haven't got anything, unless it's in the bottle or something. As far as I can see, there isn't anything with the MTM in terms of spares. So let's put this nozzle on. Not nozzle, let's put this jangly doodah on there. Get a bigger nipple there. Don't make any jokes, any stupid jokes. Someone will get offended. Right. Essentially that's it. Done. Set up, ready. That rattly thing's going to annoy me. It's something. Really stable. That is mega stable. Mega stable. Look, it doesn't want to tip over. You'd have to actually. That's so stable. Love that. That is reasonably stable, but it's still taunting me. And this thing here, that just wants to fall over. Why would you design it that way? Why would you taper it the other way? Wouldn't you? Right, anyway, I know there's another flask. But you've got to have a liver transplant and sell your kidney to get the other flask. So we're reviewing it as it comes. goes in there. Put these to one side for a second. And we have a look at this one. And this is Imran's cheap one, which looks familiar actually. That looks familiar. Very easy to get going. No spare parts as far as I can see. This isn't bad quality though. This isn't bad quality. The thing with all this, well, sometimes it's not a good idea to prejudge how these tests are going to go. But this, my gut instincts are this is going to last forever as long as you don't, drive over it in your car. Now you can say what you like about the Chinese. Of course, the quality isn't there generally with the Chinese, But say what you like about the Chinese. At least they thought a little bit about this thing toppling over. If the Chinese had made one and copied this and put this flask on it, they would change the flask within days. If they spotted the problem, they would just say, well, we've got a problem with this. Right, change the flask, done, fixed. It might blow up or something like that, but at least they would fix it within a few days. The problem sometimes with the European companies is the speed at which they move when they become big. Whereas I think these guys watch the detailing market like a hawk. I'm just thinking out loud. They move a bit quicker than the sort of bigger companies that make a whole load of stuff, which is a good thing in a way. I think this is 20 quid, this Lance. Pretty, it's not, the bottle isn't quite as good. This is a much harder bottle. Even that's a better bottle than this in terms of thickness. That's a proper heavy set bottle. This looks like a really good quality Lance. Really good quality. I'm just looking at all the plastic. It looks decent. And you can tell it's this one, the quality isn't quite as good. Feels like thinner. When you turn things, it just doesn't feel quite as good. It's probably like the difference, that bolt there, that nut, that screw will go rusty after like 2 months. Good quality one won't rust. Little things like that. Right, so those are those, let's just line these up. There's these 4 Lances. It's really going to annoy. That tipping's really going to, it's going to do my head in. I like the look of that one. It looks good, man. It looks good. We know already, like with the IK sprayers over here. Let's just go over here. You know what I'm like. I like a bit of bling. I can see this. I can see that on the shelf. It's a bit black compared to all these other ones. But look at that. It's nice, that is. That's good. Really getting the bling attachment. The bling attachment is coming in. Now, what else have we got over here? So, here's my existing PA Italian Lance with 1/4 inch quick release, 1.1 orifice upgrade, Dr. Dirt flask come into detailing to stop it tipping over and smashing my car. This has seen some action, this PA Italian Lance. It is good quality. The filter in it's better than the Chinese ones, although these filters look good. These Chinese, look, those filters are good. Those are good quality filters. It's historically the difference between the real cheap Lances and the good Lances are those filters. Now this, it wouldn't surprise me if these two were made in the same place. Wouldn't surprise me. Would not surprise me. Just having a look, just having a butcher's. This is like a, you can buy these on AliExpress for $7.99. I got this a couple of years ago from Clean Your Ride when he was selling them, and he was selling them like for $7.99, calling them El Cheapo. You can't get them anymore off Clean Your Ride, but you can get them on AliExpress. For $7.99, it's got a big thick bottle on it. And it's, you know, it is what it is. But this has been used as well. Not massively, but it's been used for a couple of years. You know, need to use it more though. But it's absolutely fine. Just don't have the amazing bottle. But if you're on a budget, that'll work. This is all the interesting stuff about the review of the snow foam lances. Is that if you've got a really high pressure, high flow rate system, and you've got a good beefy pressure washer, it doesn't bloody matter which one of these you use. they all kick out. You know, they can all make a decent foam thing. Stick a 1.1 nozzle in if you want to go crazy, and you get decent foam. I get decent foam out of that, I think. But when you're using them with a K2 that's leaking, you know, and is, you know, a few years old, not at its best, a bit like me, seeing its better days are gone, then when you suddenly strap on a new snow foam lance, you can suddenly see a difference, and you might see a difference between them. Remember that they're all set up as well for different specifications and flow rates, so you can increase the orifice size to reduce the back pressure and the flow through the lance. And obviously you can adjust the drawers. So some of them are set up for like gas pressure washers that have got a ton of power, and some of them are set up for more for ones at home. So it's always important to be aware of what your flow rate is and whether you're buying a lance that's really been balanced or set up for your flow rate. I've also got this Autoglym one, which is it different to all of these? It's different, I think, to all of these. Let's try and spot the similarities. It's higher quality. It's not the same as this one. Always look at these. This is pretty high quality. And I've got the Angelwax one here. So these have all been paid for. That was sent to me by Autoglym, and this was sent to me by Imran ages ago. And this is the Angelwax one. And the Angelwax one, as you can see, it's the same as the Autoglym one. So is it worth, is it worth putting them in? Well, what have they got here? Oh, they've got some different adapters. So you can put an adapter for a Karcher, or you've got a quick release with a thread on it. Oh, is that to go straight into your gun? Don't know. Why have you got another quick release on there? Don't understand, but there's a quick release adapter to another thread there. Don't worry, someone will want to tell me. Don't worry, it's not important. It's for another fitment type, isn't it? Or tell me in the comments. Someone's going to say anyway. Right, let's just put this on. This feels very, very heavy, which is always good, isn't it? Because Jesus, these lances, man. That's why you don't want to topple over. The Autoglym, so these are the same, you know. So, you know, you can't expect all these detailing companies, Autoglym and Angelwax, more so than most brands make things in-house, but you can't expect them to engineer these things in-house, can you? So I don't know if it's worth putting both of those in the test. What's the point? So which one do we drop? Well, what we can do is just, I don't know if it's dangerous to say these are exactly the same, so you can just buy whichever one you like, because they might have different orifices in there and different filters, but I don't want to strip them down. We'll probably stick them both in. So this is going to be the lineup. I might buy one more cheapo one to just make it interesting. This is a very old lance, so I know this one a lot more. Most of them are wide body. Are we worried about the fact that they're These are not wide-bodied. This is all going through my head. I just want to try one thing as well. Yeah. Oh man, that fits like a glove. Fixed. That is not going to tip over unless you really smack it hard. So there you go. The Dr. Dirt paired up with the MGM or MTM, is it? MTM PF22 Hydro. Stops the tipping out problem. I think this thing costs £7. 10% discount with Cold Forensics, £6.40. Yeah, that's going to go. Okay, just wanted to have a look at that. You can, in my head, I can see how this one's going already. What I'm going to do is borrow a couple of different pressure washers. I've got a K2 I can borrow. I think Reg has got a K4 that I can borrow. That's really pretty impressive, actually. That's for a cheap one. The form's decent. That is not going to fall over. It doesn't feel top heavy. And I think that'll probably be all right. So cheap. Yeah, this is the thing, isn't it? It's the whole money thing. Is it worth paying the extra with these? So you've got top of the price range, which is I think 50 quid, 45, 50 quid, something like that. I think that's about 45 quid. I think these vary, you know, I think they're somewhere between 40 and 60 quid. I can't remember. Unless Halfords are doing one of their deals where they put the wrong price sticker on it across the whole of the UK and sell it for like 10p. It was like a mass stampede. I remember phoning up Reg. He's like, John, I've just been down to Halfords in Chichester to get like a load of snow foam lances and bottles of Polar Blaster. I'm like, where the hell are you now? And he said, I'm on my way to Havant to clear them out. And then I'm on my way to like Bournemouth, and then I'm on my way to Winchester. He's working his way around the country, clearing them out of Polar Blaster and all that stuff. I don't know whose mistake that is. I'm laughing. Oh, hold on. Okay, I've got to wrap this video up. So there's all these snow foam lances. I've got to get one more, and then I'll start the testing. Take care. She interrupted me mid-flow. The car's going to start now. Ready? Okay. I'll see you later.